Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, and the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Palmer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Agnew.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Tempo and overdrive. From the gun, the running back has it. The Scarlet Knights get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Easy. Now they're going to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Otis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Oh, it's blocked. On first down, here comes this offense. Let's go. Using his legs, it's Cook. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Connor. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Slip, and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant finish session.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Right back to him on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. To the ground with the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
He'll keep it himself. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got him in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll try the right side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Cook.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it to the right. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The give to the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. He'll just keep slinging it. Swings it out to his running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? On second down, just keeps firing. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, these plays are just so demoralizing for defenses. You did a good job. You got him in a 3rd and predictable situation. What does he do? Finds a way out of it, makes a big play. Now he's
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He finds his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic and is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. Tackled there by the defense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He's going to bring it out from deep. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Wolverines are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wolverines!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that ball is picked off. Touchdown, Michigan! How about that D coming up with a play like that? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to...
The freshman able to get home with the sack. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Keeps it and gets past the chains. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Got his man on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The play action fake. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Gets away from 1. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And the ball slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Running it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. On fourth down, looking to pass. Finds his man, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Movement here from the tight end. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan 35, Rutgers 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Handoff from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. On the move, it's Cook. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Snares it outside. It's Connor. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Running back goes in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just ran him over. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It's complete on the right side. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. Here we go. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now, 1st and 10 from the 22. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And the Wolverines get the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a...
And he throws another interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
63, Rutgers, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. When you know you have a team outclassed,